Hi there, in today's lesson we're looking at estimating the mean from a grouped frequency table. Alright, so if you've looked at the mean from a frequency table already, it's a similar process, but of course this is estimating, and I'll explain why this is estimating as opposed to actually finding the mean. It's simply because the data has been grouped, and because the data has been grouped, we do not know the exact values of all the data. So the only thing we can do is take a midpoint from it and basically estimate it, hence the word estimate. All right, so if you've got data looking like this, so if you've got from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and so on and so on and so on, and these are the frequencies of your results. So 5 people have got a score in a test of 0 to 10, 16 people between 10 to 20, and 21 between 20 to 30, 32 between 30 to 40, and so on. And what we're trying to find out is a mean average. Well, the problem is that these 32 people here, we don't know what score they got. We know they got between 30 and 40, but we don't know exactly what score they got. So we're going to have to estimate. All right. So when we're estimating, we basically take the midpoint. All right. So first thing you need to do is write down the midpoint, because again, an exam, thinking about what marks you might achieve, often it's the case that these midpoints are awarded as a mark. All right. So halfway between 0 and 10 is going to be 5, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. So they are the midpoints between the ranges which are given. All right. And at this point, we then treat this like a mean from a frequency table, exactly the same way. So we put another column in here called the FX column, where we times the frequency by our variable, and of course this is our variable this time where we've estimated what the values are, but we're going to times these two together, which is going to give us 25, 240, 525, 1120, 495, and 825. All right, so what we've done, this column here is essentially adding up all the scores. But of course we are estimating, because they did all get 5, but some would have got lower, some would have got bigger. So we're taking an estimate, but what we're saying is those 5 people have got a score between 0 and 10. We're estimating they all got 5, so we reckon an estimation would be that they got 25 marks altogether, and so on and so on and so on for all the remaining rows. So we now need two summations in which to work out the mean. So I need the sum of all of them added together, this lot, divided by the sum of the frequencies, that's this lot. So 2 little numbers at the bottom, there we go. So we've got 100 people were asked, or to complete, 100 people completed a test, and their total score, or our estimation of their total score, is 3,230. So our estimated mean is going to be this amount divided by the total, which is going to give us 32.3. And again, when you're looking at the data, it seems like a reasonable estimation to say it's somewhere in the middle. All right, but it is, of course, just an estimation, because we have assumed that these midpoints are kind of relevant to the information we've got. We know that 11 people got 40 to 50, so we're estimating that the average is 45 in between there. Okay, so that's estimating the mean. Of course, it is something to practice. Get yourself to maths-school.co.uk and have a got some questions on there. Thanks for listening.